my back blown out in peace. You think I got time to talk about a divorce that's a year old?
It all started with a message, one that nobody expected, but everyone knew deep down was coming. When Aaron Pierre's ex-girlfriend broke her silence, the internet stood still for a second. It wasn't loud. It wasn't overdramatic. But it was cutting, sharp, and real. "Girl, he's playing you hard." That's what she said. And those words hit different. It wasn't a joke. It wasn't clout chasing. It was the kind of message that sounds like it came from experience. The kind that comes from pain. The girl didn't even tag Teyana. She didn't need to. Everyone already knew who she was talking to, and who she was talking about. It wasn't even a public post at first. Just a close friend's story. But screenshots got out within minutes. Someone grabbed it and posted it on Twitter with the caption, "Oh no. Sis is warning Teyana." And from there, everything exploded. Suddenly, everyone wanted to know, who is this ex? Why is she speaking now? What does she know that we don't? And more importantly, is Teyana being played? The message was simple, but it said everything. "He told me I was too much, too intense, too ambitious. Now he's doing the same thing to her. She just doesn't see it yet." That's the part that had people clutching their phones. Because the ex wasn't throwing shade, she was delivering a warning. And for some reason, it didn't feel bitter. It felt protective. People online immediately went into detective mode. Who was Aaron's ex? Where did she come from? Was she speaking truth or just being messy? Turns out, she dated Aaron for over a year before he got with Teyana. She was never a public figure, never chasing headlines, just a quiet presence in the background of his life. But when people found her old posts, things started adding up fast. One post from last year, just weeks before Aaron went public with Teyana, said, "Loving someone who constantly makes you feel invisible is a slow death." Another one read, "Gaslighting isn't just lies. It's silence when you're crying. It's acting like your pain is drama." At the time, no one knew who she meant. But now, it all made sense. And the most chilling part? The timing. According to fans who pieced together dates, Aaron had started publicly dating Teyana not long after things ended with the ex. But here's the kicker: some messages suggest there may have been overlap. One fan even posted an old IG comment from the ex's page where Aaron said, "My piece." That was just a week before he was photographed with Teyana for the first time. So now, people were wondering, was Teyana a rebound? Or worse, was she a replacement? But the real twist came when someone DM'd the ex directly and asked why she was speaking now. She replied with a voice note that quickly made its way online. And in that voice note, she didn't hold back. "I didn't say anything before because I thought maybe he'd treat her better. Maybe I was just the wrong person. But I saw that interview last week, the way he looked at her, like she was annoying him. And it brought it all back. He did that to me too." The dismissive face. The fake support. "I just couldn't stay silent anymore." That interview she mentioned? It was a red carpet moment where a reporter asked Aaron how proud he was of Teyana's new project. He paused, smiled for the camera, and said, "She's doing her thing." But people noticed his body language. Arms crossed. No real emotion. And when the camera panned to Teyana, her face was glowing. She looked like she was trying to keep it all together. Now with this ex's message, that red carpet clip started to feel completely different. Fans went back to it, rewatched it, and the comments started pouring in. "How did we not see this? His energy is so off. He's low-key embarrassed to be there." It felt like the mask had started slipping, and the ex was the one who ripped it off. Then she dropped more screenshots, voice notes, old texts. Nothing too scandalous, but enough to paint a pattern. Aaron, according to her, would start out super charming, love bombing, compliments, always showing up. But as soon as she got comfortable, it would change. The support would disappear. The sweetness would turn into criticism. Suddenly she was too opinionated, too emotional, too visible. And the moment she tried to speak up, she was labeled difficult. "I see it happening again," she said in another voice note. Different girl. Same script. And honestly, it hit hard. Because if anyone's been watching Teyana lately, the changes are obvious. She's been quieter. Less flashy. Less goofy on camera. Her usual boldness feels dimmed. One fan even commented, "She doesn't shine the same when he's around." Another person brought up how Teyana's been posting quotes lately. One said, "Protect your magic from people who only see it as a threat." Another said, "Don't shrink to make someone stay." People thought they were just random captions. Now, they're starting to sound like cries for help. And while all of this was going on, Aaron stayed silent. No denial. No clarification. Just silence. And that silence? It said a lot then. Just when the drama seemed to be hitting its peak, the ex dropped one last post. A screenshot from her notes app. "I'm not trying to break anyone up. I'm trying to save a woman from what I went through. I stayed quiet when it happened to me. I won't do that again. If she hates me for it, fine. But at least she'll know." That post split the internet in half. Some people said she was being messy. Others said she was being brave. But most agreed, her words felt real, and it wasn't long before more voices started to join in. An old friend of the ex commented under a repost and said, "I watched her fall apart in that relationship. She was never the same after him." Another mutual from college days said, "He's always been smooth. But cold underneath." It was like a dam had broken. Everyone who'd been holding back now felt free to speak. And none of it looked good for Aaron. At the same time, Teyana's fans were begging her to wake up. Flooding her comments with messages like, "We love you, sis, please don't let this man dull your sparkle. You deserve someone who celebrates you out loud. Don't wait for it to get worse." Then, something unexpected happened. Teyana liked one of the tweets defending the ex. It was subtle. Easy to miss. But people caught it. The tweet said, "Sometimes the girl before you isn't bitter. She's the warning." That like? It set off a whole new storm. Was Teyana starting to believe it? Was she beginning to see the signs? Around the same time, she posted a selfie. No makeup. Just her in a hoodie, staring out the window. The caption? Clarity. One word. But enough to send fans into a frenzy. The comments were filled with fire emojis and crown symbols. People cheering her on, telling her she was waking up, and Aaron? Still nothing. Not a word. Just a repost of a moody poem about letting people misunderstand you. That only made things worse. Fans dragged him in the comments. "So you gonna play the misunderstood artist while your ex is out here warning women? This ain't deep, it's deflection." Then came the real twist. Someone leaked DMs between Aaron and a mutual acquaintance where he allegedly said, "She's just mad I moved on. She'll say anything to feel important." That got ugly fast. Because now, it wasn't just gaslighting the ex, it was proving her point. The disregard. The dismissal. The pattern. At this point, Teyana had gone radio silent. No stories. No tweets. Nothing. And fans were split. Was she processing? Was she planning her next move? Or was she just done? But then she returned. Quietly. With a video. Not of herself. But of her daughter dancing in their kitchen. The music? Survivor by Destiny's Child. People cried. Literally cried. Because they knew what that meant. Teyana's focus was shifting. Her energy was back where it belonged, on herself, her kid, her peace, and slowly, without fanfare, without declarations, Teyana began coming back to herself. No cryptic quotes. No fiery clapbacks. Just quiet, deliberate presence. Strength in silence. It wasn't about proving anything anymore. It was about returning to the one thing that never betrayed her, her art. She shared a short clip from rehearsals. No glam. No filters. Just her body in motion, every step sharp, every turn intentional. There was a focus in her movement that felt deeper than performance. It felt like release. Like truth. The caption read simply, "Art never lies." It wasn't loud. But it was loud enough. Fans didn't need context, they felt it. That post said everything, and then, just as the dust seemed to be settling, her ex broke his silence one final time. A black background. White text. No tags, no mentions. Just, "I said what I said. I'll heal quietly now. Good luck, sis." It was the kind of statement that didn't invite discussion. It was final. Not an apology. Not a plea. Just closure, the kind you give yourself when the door's already been closed from both sides, and maybe that's what made this entire story resonate. This was never really about drama. It was about something bigger. About breaking a cycle. About recognizing when someone's behavior isn't love, it's a warning sign. And choosing to speak up before someone else gets caught in the same storm. Now, fans are watching quietly. They're not demanding answers. They're just holding space. Supporting Teyana from afar, waiting to see what she chooses next. Will she try again? Try to fix what's clearly fractured? Or will she walk away before it shatters completely?